Stop. Lining up on the second. Oh, those little race holes, by the way, I kept all the components competition grade. I like the recharge time on competition shields. They're not as strong as other classes of shields, but they recharge really fast.
Yeah, that's what they're supposed to do, but you take them into combat, you're dead.
I took it into combat. I had my shields get hit and drop, and I just extended away jinking.
Yeah, but the problem
Let them
is,
recharge, turn around, and come back at them again, full charge shields.
yeah, but keep in mind that you're not going to be able to do that in 323.
I'm sure I can adjust.
Well, the only adjustment you have is a stand and fight, because the max speed is 200 ms, unless you go to nav mode. But when you go to nav mode, you can go full speed. You just have no shields. None at all.
Yeah, that's not going to work for the competition leg of the game.
Well, yeah, it'll work. It'll just mean people have to turn their shields off. But it's something that a lot of us have been telling SIG. This is not acceptable. So it remains to be seen if SIG is going to listen to people or not. Because I've been actually surprised how many people, especially longtime backers, have said if SIG is going to keep going the direction they're going, they don't care how much money they spent, they're leaving. And if SIG has that happen again, I don't think this time they'll be able to recover from it. Because that happened with 3.0. And that's why things all of a sudden changed. Because SIG found out they weren't bluffing.
Yeah. Some people don't learn until they get whacked in the head.
Yep.
Sometimes not even then.
Yep.
That's true. Oh, wait a minute. We got a freebie hull.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a little Hornet, or, V, what's the ship that starts with a V? Vendor,
Valkyrie?
something like that.
Event?
The little teeny wings off of the body. It's,
Little teeny wings. You got the P-52,
yeah,
the P-72.
be something or another. Hold on a minute, I'll scan it when I get close enough. It's the one that has the special turrets that are made for it.
The Gladiator?
No, it's quantum capable.
The Gladiator is quantum capable.
I'm thinking Gladius.
Well, the Gladius is quantum capable too, but
This is a Vanguard.
There you go.
oh, you said teeny tiny ship. I'm thinking small ship.
Well,
Vanguard is a heavy fighter.
He's flying a Reclaimer, so it is a small ship to him.
Yeah, it's because Vanguard is one of the largest fighters in the game, actually.
yeah, okay. Come on. Yeah, this should.
It's a Sentinel.
Yep.
Vanguard Sentinel.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, there's a
Let's go
big
ahead
delay
and
on this
suck it
server.
down.
Alright. Could take no time.
No, it's going to be less than 30 SCU, most likely. Oof. Go
Okay.
ahead and hit the disintegrate.
Alright. Huh. Right now I've got 0 on that main hull there. Okay, 7, 8, 10.
Hit it.
Oh shit.
Hear all those pieces?
Yeah, they're all going around.
Yeah, you get the same thing out of a Connie.
Alright. That's 0. Okay, 10.
All right.
Okay. That was weird. Down below us. Yeah, there's one there too. Can't see anything there. I think it's 0. Back. Now we're at negative 19.
Oh, by the way, with Game Glass, I got some good news. They're gonna
What's
let me.
that?
They're gonna let me do 2 live subscription giveaways a year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Back up a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead and hit it.
Okay.
It's just being weird.
So
This should be plus 10 right where we're at.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, it's not doing anything.
I'm
There it
hoping for
goes.
the.
Whoop. Whoop.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for the next one. It'll be at ILW on May 20th. And then the one that I'll do next will be at CitizenCon.
Hey, right there.
Oh,
Yep, right there. All right, there's one more piece that was below us earlier. Yep.
yeah, this is a little twitchy.
Back. There. All right.
Couple of no, those are components.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me take a look external. Oh, yeah, there is another piece down there. A couple of them, actually.
Yeah, this thing broke all over the place.
Yeah. Try that.
All right.
Nothing?
Yep. A little bit further. We're at 10%.
All right.
So far, we're at 10 SCU.
Yeah, okay. Really teeny bird.
Well, everything's teeny compared to a reclaimer.
Yeah.
Well, except for, Idris or something of that nature.
Yeah. Should should be another piece. Why am I not seeing it?
Hmm.
Oh, this is one of those weird pieces that goes half invisible. Not sure it's valid. That should be right off the nose.
Oh, there it is. Up. Up. Just a little bit more. Okay, back. There. There we go.
All right, that should do it. Now,
Now to get back at the task at hand.
yeah,
I'm going to see if I can get a different server because this one's not spawning asteroids at all.
Hmm.
you complaining about not having asteroids?
Yep.
Okay.
Mining ones. Minables. It's not spawning any. So, let's try this. That put me back in the same one. Damn it.
Is that a hull up there?
You mean the one we're heading straight to?
Yeah, it looked like I can't see anything with all the smoke in the
Yeah.
bridge here.
Yeah, I know.
It looks like Cheech and Chong's was smoking in here.
You are in the special sauna seat. You know, some people pay extra for that feature.
There you go.
That's not the only ship with the problem. There's another. What was the other ship? There's another one that's got that problem too. Was it the F8?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I've seen it in a couple of them. I don't recall off the top of my head which. All right, that should be good.
All right, arm extending.
The other problem, I've got this remain stationary scan in progress that won't go away
Whoa.
text. It's been here for 5 days now.
Hmm.
All right, I'm going to head back and pull that 10 SCU out of the hoppers.
Okay. You want me to hold off on fracturing?
No, go ahead and fracture, but hold off on sucking it down until I've got all the space.
Okay.
Should only take 2 pulls, so it shouldn't take very long at all.
Okay, it's fractured. While you do that, I'm going to get something to drink, because...
Yep.
I'm actually taking one of my refinery loads to on the Hull A.
Oh, nice.
Have you seen it loaded before?
Yep, I have a Hull A.
Ah, okay.
Yep, I've seen it loaded. It's pretty cool when it's loaded.
Yeah. I'm about 900 SCU short on my load, but that's all right. Or is it micro SCU on this thing? I don't remember. I wish they'd have come up with some kind of universal system that people could understand. But no, they had
I
to
think, I think it's what, 64 SCU?
Yeah. And it's, I mean, that's another one of those reinvent the wheel things they had to do, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, geez, man, enough of that shit.
Are we looking back there, Centurion?
I think one more box is gonna do it.
Okay. Yeah, I just started throwing them up in the balconies first so we can work our way down.
Sure. All right, you should be clear.
All right. Ready to suck it up?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we're at point 2 of an SCU.
Yep.
So that's what, like 20 micro SCUs or something?
Yeah, not sure.
Well, an SCU is what, 100 units, right?
I believe the point is it's 200ths. So point 2 is 200ths.
Oh, okay.
They should have just used standard measurement because that's what it's based on.
Mm-hmm.
That way people understand what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah, really.
Well, it's decimal. It's not that hard to figure out, really.
But the problem is you have to figure it out, and that's stuff like that. You should just use what's known and go with it. It's just like flares and chaff. Everybody's like,
yeah, well,
it's
they
not cold.
switch between thousandths and hundredths, which is what messes with people, I think.
Well, yeah, but that's standard measurement. I mean, that's what that is. It's a fight between the British and the Americans, is what it is. They got some stuff that's using standard in the game, and the rest of it's using British stuff, and it's annoying as hell. Which is why EU are the ones that bitch anytime one of us brings up the fact that we need a toggle to convert from metric to standard, just like every other game has.
Yep.
And why my argument when they bitch and whine and cuss at me about it, we don't need it, blah, blah, blah. My argument to them is okay, well then you can have your metric in return, English-speaking only language in the game. Fair trade. They don't like that. And of course, they don't look at it as a fair trade either. I'm like, hey, language is language, whether it's math or spoken. If I
Negative
take,
5.
huh?
Oh, I was telling him the count. Negative. Okay, you're at 0 now. Back up a little bit. Okay, here we go. Back up a little bit more. Okay. Over to your port.
Left or right, please?
Left. Sorry. Technically, we're in a ship, so it's port and starboard, but...
That's right.
Okay, go to starboard, or right, sorry.
Oh, where the hell?
I'm not getting anything. It's all 0. not negative, it's 0.
So that's gonna give us somewhere in the neighborhood of 220 then.
Yeah, it says 222. Expected. But it lies to you, remember? Wait. +5, 6, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're full.
Yeah, usually if you set her up on that cross beam in the body, that's probably about best.
That is a big piece right there.
Yeah, it's about 30.
Yeah, we're full though.
Yeah, just getting us lined up on it. That's all.
I'm gonna start slinging boxes.
All right.
So 2 of the thrusters are not firing. Interesting.
Let me know when you get 216 started, and I'll suck down this cockpit.
All right. Alright, headed to salvage processing. Okay. Sixteen. One started. And 2 started.
Right. Okay.
1's out.
Yeah, that was a pretty good guess. It's like +8. Just a touch.
Oh, that's odd. Yeah, so it went away. Okay. Huh.
That should be a little closer. Let's find out. Yep, that's +9. I'm gonna go ahead and take it.
Okay.
Should give us around 32 extra. Went from 140 to 177, so that's not too shabby. All right, gonna get us lined up for the next.
All right. You got about half the hopper empty.
Yep. Entering quantum.
Oh yeah, I saw the little pause there.
Yep. 15 mil and counting. Should be there pretty quick. More mil. Under a mil.
All right. We are almost empty.
Perfect.
Oh, by the way, they also talked about how you're going to get to your hangars, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to an elevator, you'll see just your hangar listed as well as public ones.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're in a group, whoops, damn button. If you're in a group, you'll see a list of hangars for your group members too. That way, if somebody's not in your group, they're not going to be able to go to your, unless you let them in the hangar with you, they're not going to be able to go to your hangar. They're not going to be able to follow you there because they're instanced, and they won't show up for somebody else unless they're in your group. And then the bad part is they're apparently not putting any security in of note, because people will be able to get into your hangar by flying through the door or following you in or whatever. And if they grab something and then they're going to have like a teleport timer to teleport people who are not supposed to be in your hangar out. But if they're quick enough and they grab something in your hangar and get teleported out, they get to keep what they grabbed, which I think is ridiculous. Of course,
So basically, they allowed breaking and entering.
Yeah, pretty much. Because they can come in, they can fly in right behind you too with their ships. It's going to lead to a lot of griefing, I guarantee you.
Oh, yeah.
Because people are just going to follow ships right into their hangar bay and blow them up.
Is your ship a armistice, or your hangar an armistice zone, or no?
All they got to do is ram you. But yeah, it's an armistice, but it doesn't matter. Even if they don't blow you up, they can park their ship right over top of yours and jump out of their ship, and they have access to your hangar.
Mhm.
It's one of those where, and of course they keep repeating, well, this is not done. I mean, we'll be iterating on this and blah, 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 blah. But this is another one of those things that I've said before. If you're going to do something, do it right the first time or don't fucking do it. Excuse my French. I mean, this is just going to cause, and they even acknowledge it's going to get griefed. And to me, that's just, that, if they acknowledge it, then they damn well should do something about it. If nothing else, turn on our freaking weapons in our own hangars. Inside our own hangars, there's no reason we should not be able to pull our weapons and shoot somebody that's in there that's not authorized.
Yep.
Yeah, keep their weapons turned off and
Yep.
turn on yours.
Exactly.
That would end the griefing immediately.
Exactly.
Mhm.
That's exactly what would happen. And why they don't use common sense to do that, I have no clue. I mean, it's a lack of common sense on their end.
Yep. Which they have plenty of.
Yep. And it's, that's why people are getting tired of this shit, because they keep doing this. They keep adding stuff to the game, but they're leaving a loophole in for all these griefers and everything. And they wonder why it happens. This is a perfect example. My hope is somebody high up sees what they've said and says, not acceptable. You're going to release the hangars, you put something in place to make sure that people are not getting grief that easily. If you're going to teleport people, then the moment they go into the teleport into the room, 1 second later, you teleport them out, if that's what you want to do. But there needs to be something that is instant. Or turn on our damn weapons. If we can't walk out of our own hangar with a weapon activated, or if we do, as soon as we come out of the elevator, we become a criminal if we do that.
Mhm.
But that's the solution they need to turn on. It's almost like there's two sides of SIG, some that are making a gun or a game where you shoot people dead and everything, but there's a subset of people that don't like guns, so every chance they get, they create a mechanic, but turn off any chance of you killing a pirate, or that's what it seems like. I mean, there's no reason whatsoever we shouldn't be able to shoot a trespasser in our own hangars.
Yeah, stand your ground.
Yep. Well, it just makes logical sense in a game. If they're not invited, they're not supposed to be there, they're trying to steal from you, or they're trying to grief you, you should have every right to do what you need to do to get rid of them.
Very true.
What they'll do is they'll turn on weapons for the bad guy. That's what they're going to do. And we won't be able to, I mean, we already can't defend ourselves around stations in the safe zone. What's next? Because if somebody attacks us and we shoot back, we get the crime stat.
We got 0.8, so we should be able to scarf this down, right?
Yep, go ahead and crack it.
Cracking. No, what they'll do is they'll say, well, if we allow you to use guns, we need to let them be able to defend themselves getting into your hangar.
Yeah, bullshit.
And it'll be a fair play kind of thing,
And that's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
It's utterly bullshit.
How about micro mass drive self-defense turrets?
Well, yeah, but SIG ain't going to do anything like that. That's a given. Because what's going to end up happening is some of these people that like the grief, they're going to come in with 10 or 20 people and just grab all your shit and then teleport out. And then SIG go, well, I guess we need to fix that. By then, all your shit's gone, and you can't get it back.
Yep, no point.
What's your proposed SCU on this?
240.
Go ahead and hit it.
Hitting.
I wish they'd give you a total running tally when you sell a bunch of stuff of what your total was for everything that you sold.
Well, yeah, there was I saw someone talking about that. They even could make it into a MobiGlass app.
Yeah.
Because they were talking about having all these apps for the MobiGlass, like, being able to track your profit per hour, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, it just comes down to the same old thing. No common sense.
That
I mean,
was weird.
They created
Yeah,
the new.
they took the small pieces first. What's currently in?
Currently, it's the hull.
Yeah, what I'm saying is how much. Stop sucking it down for a minute.
It's 2 SCU, 2.8.
Yeah, okay. Should
We
be
have
able.
0.8.
Yeah, I get it. Give me a minute. I'll pull that 2 out of there.
All right. This server.
Well, it's now running at 10, and then it jumps down. So I don't know what the heck's going on.
Been doing somewhat okay.
Yeah, and then at times it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Now it's back down to 5. I mean, it doesn't know what it
yo-yoing
wants.
everywhere.
Huh?
I said it's yo-yoing, like yo-yo.
Yeah. Yep.
Sorry, I got a little congestion because
Nope,
of the
that's fine.
allergies.
You're fine.
You should be able to pull it out.
All right.
And no tram.
Disintegrating.
Yep.
Yeah, this shard's having some issues. I'm at the tram and no tram showed up.
Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
Showed up
A
that
lot
time.
of times I just hop on the opposite tram when it's doing that. Take the loop.
Well, it goes through a 12-second retimer, and usually after 2 or 3 of those, the tram shows up. It's some kind of fix they put in for missing trams.
Doesn't always work though.
Oh yeah.
I was going to say, anyone been at Orison knows that.
I don't know. I wonder what it was that broke trams so bad, because prior to them starting to work with that new tool they were bragging about, trams actually worked pretty solid. Stayed on the track. It was a ride. I mean, they didn't have any problems with them. And all of a sudden, they started using that tool. I can't remember what they called it. And trams since then have just been as bad as elevators.
All right. We sucked it down. We're at 239.3.
Oh, all but full. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm coming back into the bridge. If you
All
wanna
right. I'm on my way back.
Swing. All right.
Capsule will be leaving the station momentarily.
Yep. That's not bad. We've got, what, 3 holes?
Yeah, there's one more, provided we have the fuel to get to it. I'll do some checks after this. Usually it works out. Not always, but usually. This was a pretty straight run, but it took me a bit of fuel to get to the first point, so we shall see.
one going. And two going.
Okay. Yeah, these little pieces here, we don't have a ton left, but we'll send them in.
Ready to operate. Located in the plaza, the factory line has all of Microtech's latest offerings. Microtech, the Empire's leader in cutting-edge technology, by creating innovations with innovative creators.
There we go.
Time travel.
Oh, what the hell happened there?
I don't know.
I was putting down a box, and the next thing I know, it jumped up and bit me.
Oh,
I'm incapacitated.
It jumped up
in
and
the
bit
salvage
me.
hold.
Forrest
all
Gump.
right.
Hey,
Hold
Forrest.
on a minute.
I start calling you Forrest Gump.
Oh, wait. I'm getting back up. It only momentarily incapacitated me. What the fuck happened there?
I'm going to call you Forrest Gump. It reached out and bit me.
Good
Well,
question.
I mean, what else? What else can you call it? The box literally hit me.
Yeah, and then it knocks you on your ass.
Mm-hmm. Like, what else do you call it?
Yeah. Just made me think of the Forrest Gump phrase, though.
Oh, yeah. All right, we're good now.
All right, send in the last piece.
Okay. You need to do something with these chains, man.
Yeah, I've often thought that. Usually just slide the one next to it under the chains.
Oh, yeah. I know, it's hard to circumvent the chains sometimes.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, well, that didn't work. Get your ass over here.
I don't feel like it. You can't make me.
All right. So, last one's Crew L5. Let's take a look at some distances. Yeah, okay. That's going to be under half the fuel we have left. And it's a further run than from there to Crusader, so we're good.
Okay.
All right. Getting us spooled up. You need healing down there, or are you good?
Good. It only bit me that one time.
Oh, bite it back next time. What's the matter with you?
I hear construction materials taste pretty good with a little bit of ketchup.
Punch it in the nose, one of the two.
Not a shark.
Yeah, but that works on humans. Works on humans too.
Very true.
Just got to make sure to do it outside of a comm though. That way you don't get arrested and thrown in jail for punching somebody. Even when you defend yourself.
What's that?
What, defending yourself?
Yeah, I don't think SIG understands that concept.
Yeah. Well, the same advice goes for real life too.
True.
Especially in certain states.
All right, we got a minute here. I think I'm gonna grab a quick little espresso. Be right back.
All right.
Oh, that was the other thing they said. All our flare that we have, we're not going to be able to place it all on our hangars to start.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be like an object limit kind of to start with.
Well, no, it's not a limit. It's we're not going to be able to place them.
Oh.
Some of the newer stuff they said we'll be able to place, but all the old stuff that everybody wants to place, you know, our old fish tanks and our plants and our music jukebox and our towel rack and our lockers, we can't place it. We won't be able to place most of it because instead of updating that stuff so we could, they decided to create a bunch of chairs and couches for us to place instead.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like, whatever, you know. Oh, and of course the chairs and couches and stuff you'll be able to buy.
Of course.
Yeah. And of course, no date on when they plan to go back and, you know, work on the stuff that we already own and have that we've all wanted to put back in our hangars. Because, I mean, everybody that's been here for a while, we have some really cool posters, hologram images, all sorts of shit. And, you know, a lot of the newbies that see this stuff are going to be like, that's cool, where'd you get that, you know? Because they can't, a lot of it they won't be able to get. Or at least not originally, they won't.
Yeah.
But no, you know.
All right, you can stop with the secrets now.
Secrets? What secrets?
I don't know.
No, I was talking about flare for our hangars and how.
Yeah, that would be fun to be able to customize stuff.
Well, yeah, that's
That's what
the
they're
whole.
saying.
That's what we were talking about. Except Sig said that all that stuff that we've collected over the years, for especially those of us that have been around a while, most of that's not going to be able to be placed because they decided instead of updating all the stuff we already have, so that it could be placed, they decided to make a bunch of tables and chairs that we could place instead. And we could buy them in stores, of course.
They ought to have like a trophy case where you can put medals.
They do.
And oddballs.
We already have it. A lot of us already
And
have
they
those.
They should also make a couple of things that have always bugged me. The vending machines don't work.
Yep. But they will.
The noodle shops don't work.
But they will. Someday. Yeah, but no, us long-timers, we already have trophy cases, we have fish tanks, we have display of artifacts, we have little plant artifacts, we have holographic imagery, we have holo tables, we have all sorts, even a towel rack. We've got lockers and all sorts of shit that we've accumulated from way back And SIG said most of that we
doesn't
won't be able to
work.
use. It doesn't. We won't be able to put it in
Yeah.
our hangars for now. Instead, we get to go buy some new tables and chairs or something to put in. It's like, you know, it's just
Big
another
middle
one of these.
finger.
Huh?
The big middle finger.
Yeah, pretty much.
I know this is what you want, but this is what you get.
Yeah, well, this is what we should have done, but for some unknown reason, we decided not to.
We got sidetracked. We saw a shiny new thing.
Yep, pretty much.
Or we saw an opportunity to get more money.
Yep, that too. All right. I am going to try and get me a server that actually is working better. Because this one ain't.
So how's it looking down there?
We're about half empty. I had to move some things around to make more room.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was referring to, is how full is it?
Let me see. I had to put some stuff down in the salvage hole to make more room for 16 SCU boxes. Yeah, the 8 and 6 and 2s and all that, the little ones. Yeah, I had to. Yeah, we're still about 102 SCU in the hopper, but
Okay.
I'm about to get that started again.
Yeah, we're closing in. We got 70 clicks to target.
All right.
This is a heavy asteroid field, so I'm going to be taking it easy.
All right.
We'll see what the server gives me this time. Wish I'd hurry up and get my tax return, my property taxes back to me.
Oh, nice.
No, I don't have to file or pay taxes because of my disabilities from the military. So
Right.
for 100%, that's one of the rare benefits that we get because there's not very many of us actually with this rating. The irony is there's 3 of us in USNC
Oh, wow.
that are 100%. Yeah, it's not a common thing. I think they said there's like 24,000 of us or something that are rated at 100%. But anyway, so one of the benefits is we get all our not income tax, our property taxes back every year. So I wish they'd hurry up. I'm in the mood to spend some money.
Again?
Yeah. And not on Star Citizen.
CIG's going to be
What is wrong with you?
heartbroken.
Yeah, well, if my 5-figure amount's not enough, I mean, I still get a ship here and there. It's for new concepts and stuff.
Yeah.
Got to keep the funding going. But
Oh, yeah.
I don't invest. When I started out, I was still single in the military, blah, blah, blah. I was rich because I slept on board. I was either on base or on the sub or ship I was being transported on. I slept, So I was rich, and that's why I spent probably between $1,000 and $2,000 a month.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah, you get disposable income like that when you're single, and
Yep.
yeah,
Well, it was.
you can get a lot of interesting toys.
Well, yeah, and part of it was my first 2 years home for
I
good.
used to love the knife section in the little PX when I was in service.
Yeah, me too. And I still do. So
Knife Gerbers and
I still do.
I think I bought a Great American rosewood handled boot dagger. Really sorry I lost that thing.
Now, why in the hell did it do that again?
That was also the time I bought a Remington 708 hunting rifle.
Yeah, I can't buy those anymore.
Yeah, it was one of their featherweight, so super lightweight.
Yeah, but what I mean is you can't buy guns anymore, period.
Oh, this was off-base purchase.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if you're familiar with the 708. It's a neck-down 308. Standard bullet for that was a 140 Varmiter.
No, I'm not familiar with that weapon.
Soft point. That thing was an extremely wicked round. The front half of the bullet explodes within 1 inch of contact of anything, even somewhat solid.
And it wasn't illegal?
And then it leaves a core behind that penetrates.
All right, we're empty.
What that sounds like is a what the hell? Hydroshock bullet, which you can get in 9mm or 45.
Yeah, hydroshocks are nowhere near as impressive.
Well, yeah, that's because
These
they're only
things
freaking.
These things were jacketed, and if you held them up to the light, they had built-in scalloping going down a third of the jacket. It was designed to come apart.
Yeah.
It's a Varmiter.
Yep, you don't want to use those for self-defense, but it's, it's there's a lot of rifle rounds that are made that way today, so any rifle is going to beat a sidearm unless you're shooting 50 cal sidearm.
Oh, this thing would blow a softball-sized hole through somebody if you hit them.
Yep. Yeah, I can do the same thing with my 308s if I have the right ammo for it.
Yeah. Well, the thing about the 708 versus the 308 is a super flat trajectory, and it retains about 1,000 foot-pound impact at, I want to say 500 yards. It's just under the strength of a 7mm mag at that range.
Well, that's 1,000 at 500 yards. That's not very good for a rifle round. I would expect something like that to be up in the 18 and 1900 at 500 yards. Okay,
They
what the hell?
used to use that particular round for high-power silhouettes because of the knockdown power at range. So it's possible I'm misremembering the numbers. However, at the range stated, it compared, and it was only, maybe 3 foot-pounds less than a 7mm mag.
Huh.
Had a much better ballistic trajectory, and also did not hammer your shoulder near as badly as a 7mm mag.
Yep.
All in all, a very winning round.
I wish I could get my hands on the 6.8.
6.8s are very nice, yeah.
Well, you can't buy them. We civilians can't get them. That's the new military.
Well, it depends on what 6.8 you're talking about. There are 3 or 4 or 5 different variants.
Well, there's 6.5 Creedmoor. That's the one that the civilians can get. The 6.8 is military only. What the hell? Boy, this server is just toast. Oh, it's 30K. Oh, seriously? Wow.
We're looking at +6.
Server
7, 8, 9,
There it is,
Hit it.
30K. The server I came in on is 30K.
Oh, awesome.
Jeez.
You get the special touch.
I guess. Unbelievable.
And that's it. We're full.
Yep.
Start slinging boxes.
All right.
Okay, screw that.
Go this way. Or you could go the other way.
Well, this is ridiculous. Now I can't even get in. It just goes to hang.
Hey, on my way to salvage processing.
All right.
Alright, and
Come on. already.
okay, go. Alright, we're rejecting 1. 16.
All right.
And 2.
Okay.
Alright.
Let's see. I'm guessing +8. +9. Off by just a touch.
Now is the perfect time to be in your garden.
Tap it forward just a touch.
Oh my God. Hey. My system updated because I just checked on any alerts or messages I had in the headlines thing that we monitor. The protest group at the University of Washington revealed that they would delay their planned protest their anti-Israel protest because the group was not diverse enough.
Oh, Lord.
Oh my God, these
What
people are
wrong
just.
with these retards?
They're retards.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me.
help down there slinging boxes, or shall I get us inbound on?
I think you can get us inbound.
All right.
I'm doing pretty good right now.
All right.
Max top temperature today was 3 o'clock for 80 degrees. And 62 degree dew point. So, and humidity 99%.
It's only 76 out here.
It is 83 degrees here. But this is considered cool for Texas.
Yeah, well, it's
Yeah.
in April we shouldn't be getting past 70. But it's also been unusual today because 42 mile per hour winds.
Yeah, we've had wind today. Not much, but a little.
Yeah, but in Woodlands, 42 miles an hour is not good. That's what breaks trees off, which land on houses, of course.
Yeah. It's always amazed me how many people leave trees that are dying up next to their homes and then are shocked when they fall on them.
Yep. Or the people that build a home and build it right in the middle of plantation pine without removing any of them.
Yeah.
Looks like I got probably an hour or so before the storms start hitting my place. They're well south of us now. But the first line is moving through the state.
We are almost empty.
All right. We're about 6 mil out from Crusader and closing. I suspect this particular run is a fair bit over 6 mil.
Oh, nice.
Especially
Yeah, definitely can't do that with a vulture.
Nope.
Won't be able to do that with a reclaimer pretty soon either.
Yeah, if they do half the things they say they're going to have a bunch of screaming gamers at their doors.
Yeah, well, it's coming. They already have screaming gamers about master modes. But when cargo hits, it's going to get worse.
I don't mind the idea of an actualized cargo mode per se, provided they make it possible to actually make some in-game cash.
Nope. Sig can't do that. I mean, that's why right now you run missions that pay you $4,000 when the mission actually costs you 20 just to get there and do the fighting.
Yeah, the bounties are, generally speaking, not worth your effort as far as earning cash goes.
Well, most missions aren't worth the effort. I mean, that's just the way Sig has done it. I don't expect it to change. And the fact that they beefed up ship prices and said they're lowering other commodity prices and shit to stretch things out. It's like, yeah,
Almost seems like they're trying really hard to kill the game.
I know. That's exactly what some of us have said. It's like they're purposely trying to kill this game because they're doing everything that the gamers, the backers, do not want them to do.
Oh, it's going to drop us out right close to the spaceport. That was rather nice.
Okay, we got everything out except for a 2 SCU box.
Go ahead and pull it. Might as well.
Okay.
More money, man. More money. It's not a whole lot, but it's still more money.
And we're empty.
Alrighty.
As soon as you get down into the hangar, I pull this 2 SCU box off.
Yeah, alright.
Actually, in fairness, I think the problem is actually, it's not that they're trying to kill the game. The problem is they put all this work into Squadron 42 and forgot about the fact that Star Citizen is not Squadron 42. It's a completely different game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And everything they developed was for a single-player game. And that's the problem. They're stuck in this single-player game mentality. For master modes, for pricing, that would make sense and work fine for a single-player game because, in a single-player game, you want to make the player have to work a while before they can buy their Javelin to Star Destroyer,
Yeah.
You want them to have to haul some stuff around to make a million credits so that they can buy their bigger ship or whatever. Or master modes, you want to control speeds because they're going against NPCs, and you want even people that are not flight savvy to have a chance of completing Squadron 42, the game. The problem is, now they've moved all that to Star Citizen and completely forgot the fact that this is an MMO. It's not a single-player game. And that's why I said early on, to me, Master Modes looks like a single-player game design. That's exactly what it is for. And trying to make it work in an MMO using the same mechanics, it ain't going to happen. It's not going to work. No freaking way. I'm so tired of hearing that, design it to full realism and then back it off to fun or whatever the hell the phrase is they keep using, and then dial it up for fun or something. It's like, would you stop with the freaking, phrasing bullshit? It's like, yeah.
Well, if they have two frameworks or simply adjust values so that it makes sense in one mode versus the other, that could be cool.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, just have little sliders in the back end or number of modifiers so that in single player mode it takes more effort to earn whatever versus multiplayer mode it's easier to accomplish certain things like trading or what have you.
Yeah, but they're not, the two games are completely different. One's a linear game, the other one's an MMO. You can't why would you put a slider in either one of them when neither one of them are attached to the other?
No, I'm talking about something that can be adjusted to the point where it actually makes sense um, and is an engaging game experience in both modes.
Yeah, I don't think that's possible. You'd have to, an MMO, the problem is that a single player version is all scripts. They set what they set, and you follow along the path, a linear path. You might have a few branching off decisions or whatever, but it basically follows a path. And the bad guys, everything is scripted. So when bad guys show up, it's because the script said place bad guys here. In the MMO, that all is dynamic. You don't control that. If you're going to make it not dynamic, you're going to have a game that nobody will play in an MMO. I mean, that's why so many MMOs fail, because they try to do that and it just falls on its face. That's why the one big thing that's been talked about Star Citizen is the back end, the dynamic game engine for mission creation and economy and all that. They called it Quanta. And the funny thing is, we haven't heard boo about Quanta now for 4 years, after the big reveal and the way they showed it working and all that stuff. And we haven't heard about it now for 4 years. So it makes you kind of wonder what the hell is going on. Because Quanta is supposed to be a smart artificial intelligence that handles, that is basically the core of the game engine itself for Star Citizen. Well, what happened to it? Where'd it go? But they haven't said boo about it after they showed it to us. That's what I'm wondering. I mean, if you look at Star Citizen right now that we're playing tonight, everything in this is scripted. That's why everything's rinse and repeat. It doesn't change. It's the same thing over and over and over and over.
This is probably the smoothest landing I've made in this ship.
Well, it's a different experience back here in the cargo hold.
Oh?
Yeah,
Rope back there?
Yeah, boxes flying around and then snapping back into place.
I see.
Are they on the grid? Are they on the grid?
Nope.
That's why.
Nope.
That's why. And that's the other thing is, I don't know if it's in 323 or not, but at some point, boxes that are placed in other places like that will literally fly around on their own and damage your ship when you're flying through space. And they've been clear about that.
Unfortunately, they didn't make the cargo grid big enough to supply all these boxes.
Right. Well, they made the cargo grid big enough. The problem is people are stacking boxes where there's no cargo grid.
Well, I was stacking boxes on top of boxes that I still had space to stack, and technically, if I put it on top of a box,
it's supposed to be.
It should connect to the other box.
But the problem is they dumped the SCU to the point where once it's filled up SCU wise, even if you still stack boxes, they're not actually counted that way. And so they become counted that way where they're attached to a grid.
Well, they count differently. Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
But they'll move whenever you turn sharp or get hit with a weapon or whatever.
Okay, so we're down. I'm making my way out of the ship.
Okay, I am finishing up here.
This is unbelievable. Nothing's freaking working. I give up.
Let me know when you're off board.
I give up.
All right. Okay.
This is ridiculous.
Okay. Oh, shit. On my way, exiting the ship.
All right.
I'll tell you when I'm off the elevator.
Sure.
All right, I'm off the ship.
Okay, gonna store it.
Okay. And like that, the behemoth is gone.
Yep.